Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, I asked community leaders to come to my office today to meet with Superintendent Silva to deliver a very loud and clear message that this is a community that stands behind the superintendent, that stands behind the work that she is doing to make sure that every child in the city of St. Paul has the education that they need and deserve. The superintendent has served the city of St. Paul School District for many, many years. I first got to know the superintendent when my daughter entered kindergarten, and she was the principal at Adams School. I've known her ever since, and I have gotten to be a very close partner with the work that she's doing to ensure racial justice and equity. Everyone in this community knows that in order to truly be a great city, to be the St. Paul that we can be, we cannot afford to leave any child behind. We cannot afford to continue to have the disparity in graduation rates and obtainment rates. The superintendent has committed herself to the work of racial equity, of racial justice, and of closing the achievement gap. And if that work were to end because the superintendent left, then the efforts that have been going on for the last several years would be set back. The work that we need to do would be slowed down, and that would be unacceptable. We as community leaders came together today to ask the superintendent to continue her work in the school district in the city of St. Paul. We have made it very clear that we will stand behind her, we will work with her, and we will move forward together. At this moment, I'd like to have the superintendent make a statement.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry. Thank you, everybody, for coming today, and thank you, the community leaders that they have helped me to understand and make a decision. As you all know, I am one of the finalists for Palm Beach County, which is a district that serves 180,000 students. And we have in there 48% of the students who are Spanish speakers, as myself, and many immigrants. So yes, my commitment to the work with the students draw me to look at Palm Beach as an opportunity for me to serve more students, and especially they're committed to the work in equity. And yes, I am standing here today because I feel that what we have done in St. Paul is something that we all should be proud. But you want to know what's happening. After many conversations with the mayor, with some community leaders, and reflection, myself and others, and my family, I had made one of the hardest decisions I have probably made in my life, which is to withdraw from the finalist from Palm Beach County. I very, very much wish them the best in their search, but the work that we have been doing in St. Paul and the commitment that everybody is giving me and the strength of the equity work is here in St. Paul. If there's a place in this country in where we truly, truly can look at closing the achievement gap, having that equity piece being looked at every part of our organizations, and have a support of a community, a board, a group of teachers, a group of families, this is the place to be. I do apologize for having made all of you worry about this, but it has not been an easy decision. I am here because St. Paul is who I am. I love St. Paul. I'm extremely committed to St. Paul. I have given 28 years of my life to St. Paul Public Schools, and I'm here to continue giving years of my life. In order to get there, we all have to work together. And that's what this group of fantastic leaders, as well as many people who I have consulted, have given me reassurance that we are in the right path, that equity and our closing the achievement gap, continue the achievement, and the high graduation rates must continue in St. Paul. As the mayor said, if we stop now, we will take a step forward. And this city, neither this country, can do that right now. With all your respect, I thank you for being here. I thank you, the mayor, for being so supportive and understanding of decisions that many superintendents have to make in their life. And I am giving up sun for snow. And I know he loves the snow. But I'm here to continue working with you and continue working with the kids that I see every day being successful in our schools. Thank you.
And at this point, I'd like to ask School Board Member Gene O'Connell to have offer a remark.
So I am very excited that Valeria has chosen to recommit or continue her commitment to students and families in St. Paul. This is a great opportunity for us as a community to continue to move forward and to accelerate the work that we're doing to reduce and eliminate achievement gaps, and really strong work that's being done both in the schools, in the city, and in the county to provide long-term racial equity for our community. We're really glad that we have a nationally recognized leader who has agreed to continue her work at home. And we know that change creates lots of pushback in communities. And we know that one of the key success factors to major change in any organization, and certainly in a community of our size, is consistent leadership. So I'm personally delighted that Valeria has decided to stay in St. Paul and continue the great work that she's been doing with us. I'd also like to thank the community leaders here, the mayor, the city and county leaders, the business leaders, the community leaders, for their strong support of the work that Valeria has been doing, and more importantly, the strong and continuing support for our teachers, staff, and our students. Thank you.
Don't put your lift here away just yet, because we have a few moments for questions.
Superintendent.
Yes.
Were you offered more money to stay?
No. Okay, wait, not at all.
I told her I'd buy her lunch.
Maybe. No, absolutely not. This is not about money, guys. You need to understand that the pay as a superintendent in Palm Beach is significantly higher than St. Paul. But this work is not about money for me. I am very, very comfortable in my life. I have economical sustainability that most people wish. Excuse me? Okay, so that's what is not about more money.
Why put your hat in the ring in the first place? I mean, why?
Because look at what the population of students were there. The opportunity to serve 180,000 kids, many of the kids that look just like me, that they have to be successful like I am. What a great opportunity. And it is a population that is really, a school district who's really want to do the equity work that we are doing in St. Paul, and they want to take it to the next level. It is very, very stressful for a superintendent to put their name. And I have never, ever applied for any other school district in this nation except St. Paul Public Schools.
I just want to get it, Superintendent Edgar Linares of CCO Radio. I just want to get kind of an understanding of what your mindset was, because you had just finished renegotiating your contract, but then you applied for a job 3 weeks later. Why would you do that?
Let me tell you that I started the application process in February. Okay, my contract was not renewed in February. We had the conversation. And the application process is not about just filling out an application. It's a long application process, and it's a long recruitment, because you as a superintendent don't apply to any school district. So conversations went on and on and on, and the desire and the pieces of that school district really made me feel that I could make the difference in a bigger school district. This work is not easy, and you all know about it. And yes, working on equity is very challenging, but it's the right thing to do. So why did I put the name? The possibilities to be in that school district were fantastic, but seeing the support and seeing the support of my staff, which have been behind all the work we've done, and knowing that I have so many roots in St. Paul, it has gotten me to the situation of deciding today, with a knot in my stomach and nervousness, to withdraw the process, from the process.
How do you reassure parents and your staff that you're not going anywhere within that 3 years? Because some would say you flip-flop.
Because I'm withdrawing from the process. In 28 years, I have never gone to any other place. If that is not enough for a superintendent who's been in a school district, I don't know what is enough. Okay? If the parents don't believe I will stay, I am sorry. I can only tell you what my soul and my guts and my passion for this work says. I have a call, and the call is St. Paul.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can you say exactly when you made this decision? Was it last night or today or what?
Go ahead.
Sorry? I'm hard of hearing.
Can you speak to exactly when you made this decision?
I would tell you that I had to text the decision to my husband. That is how much I've been thinking about it. It's not a decision you make that simply. And as you all know, I became a finalist yesterday at what, 4 or 5 o'clock? So it's a big decision, and I stopped the process now because I want Palm Beach to get the best person that they can get for that position. They deserve the best. Those kids deserve the best, as St. Paul is getting now, which is me continuing doing this work.
Thank you very much, everyone.